So how do we keep inflammation down? Well, we watch our activities, right? You don't want to do sports and things that have tremendous inflammation, right? You get inflammation in the brain, concussions, football players have rather short life expectancy, one of the shortest of any profession, because they keep beating their body up and especially their brain. You want to certainly limit that. You want to make sure that you have a diet that doesn't promote inflammation. You want to make sure that there are inflammatory...
What diet promotes inflammation?
The easiest way to keep inflammation down is to fast in between meals, right? The hormones that promote inflammation are stress hormones.
You better say, you and I know what fast between meals mean, but what does it mean to somebody listening out there?
So it's kind of wild, right? Everyone says, well, listen, I fast in between meals. I only have healthy food in between meals. I only eat almonds or I only have an apple. But what happens is if you have that apple...
Between every meal, I fast an hour.
Yeah. If you have that apple, in between lunch and dinner today, tomorrow your body's insulin, cortisol goes up, which are the stress hormones. And they stay up basically until you eat dinner where they'll come down again. And that really affects the body. So the key is that when you have your breakfast, you stop and you eat nothing, nada, till lunchtime. Or if you're a 2-meal-a-day person, until dinner time. Both of which are fine. You just got to be regular in saying, I'm a 2-meal-a-day person or a 3. And then stick to it. So nothing in between
What's
meals.
the optimal eating pattern in your opinion?
I honestly don't know. Nobody has done a randomized trial. All of the trials looking at intermittent fasting and things like that show no benefit to a standard diet where you're not eating in between meals. The key really is the no snacking. What we do know, for example, is that if ball players change one time zone, so shift their meal by an hour or two, it affects their performance, both athletically and also thinking, cognitive function.
Wow.
So really try to stick to the same time every day for your meals. Your body strives for regularity. We used to have it by the sun, right? We would eat our dinner every night, when the sun would set. And so there'd be slight changes, but it'd be very slight. Now we just do it whenever we want. Well, Jim's in town, I'm going to eat late. I got home early and eat early today. Try to stick to a regular schedule.
So this business about trying not to eat for 12 or 14 hours between your last meal of the day before and the first meal of today, that you're not a big believer in that?
Well, there's no real data that there's a benefit there. There's a real data. If you're going to do it and just, be regular with your meals, that's fine. But if you say, listen, I'm going to have 14 hours between my last meal and my first meal, and then I'm going to eat for that whole period in between, that makes no sense.
Okay.
The key really is that regularity. I don't care how long is in between as long as it's regular.
So if you like that clip, there's a lot more where that came from. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you won't miss our new videos as they come out each week.